I'm a little bit worried, of course. My heart is pounding. First of all, by participating in this project, I want to show the world that we are people, we are alive, we are able to feel, we are able to worry, cry, be happy, and laugh. We are very real. We are not simply women. We are great women that have to deal with a certain situation. That's why this project is important to me. I want to show that I am one of these women. My name is Yuliia. I have a very interesting life story. I was born in North Russia. My father is Ukrainian and my mother is Russian. Since I was 15 years old, I have lived in Ukraine. I love this country very much. I admire this country. I consider Ukraine my homeland. I love my city very much. It was a very beautiful city. The best city for me was Khrustalnyi. I like to call myself a traveler. I love to travel. Sitting in one place is hard for me. I've always wanted to go somewhere, like Dnipropetrovsk and Kharkov, settle down somewhere in these cities. At first, my city, Khrustalnyi, seemed little for me, until I created a nest for myself. For now, I knew that wherever I would be, I would always return to my home. I have a very beautiful house. I love the garden. Everything is done beautifully. Because I traveled a lot, I designed everything for myself. I saw myself as an example for how to live a beautiful life and create paradise in your own little space. My son has fulfilled my dream. He lives in Dnipropetrovsk. I have done everything so he could go to university. Well, he got in by himself for free and he lives there. I just helped him with the housing situation. He has fulfilled my dream because I love this city. The lakes, that Dnieper, that majestic Dnieper. I love the theater there, big cinemas. And then Kharkov, it's a heavenly city. I can't process in my head what is happening right now. How can you destroy such beauty? I felt these emotions in 2014, when what I call the first war for our region happened. Then I have felt shock. I thought it would never happen again. My son is in Dnipro. I'd rather go through all of this by myself 10 more times than have my children go through this. Not my children. When the war started, I was praying that it was only happening to us. But then the 24th of February, I couldn't believe my ears, my eyes. I thought it must be a dream, because this could not be happening. I didn't want to leave. But my son and his wife were yelling at me that I had to leave. I thought I could hold on, because we already survived it once. We will do it again, I thought. But then I understood that this was completely different. It's unhuman. People should not die. That's the most important thing. People should not die. In today's times, nobody should die. The road was very hard. I felt very unneeded on the earth. We have already gone through this, and we know how to deal with these kinds of emotions. how to live under bomb attacks. We know all of this. So when all of it happened again, I really wanted to spare everyone these feelings and go through it as if it was happening to me and only me. So no one would know what this feels like. No one, even my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish it upon them. We are strong. We were ready. To be honest, we expected this. Something had to happen. I get goosebumps talking about it. Because things couldn't go on like they were. Something had to happen. But the way it happened? No. We had hopes that we could remain part of Ukraine. I love Ukraine. I don't know. I have these feelings. It's my homeland. Whatever people say, it's still my homeland. Regular people, children and family members, how they have cut us off. They cut us off while we are still alive. How? I don't understand. You are in shock that strangers are willing to do things for you that even your close friends wouldn't have done. You are shocked because of the kindness. I asked the family that I'm living with now, how did you make a decision like this? Why you made a decision like this? You are not rich and you treat me like you have known me forever. Like a far family member. Everything for me. I can't believe how you can help people without expecting something in return. Your soul must be very big and have so much empathy. So much empathy to help like this. In my life, I have known a lot of kind and great people. I've always been surrounded by only good people. But this level? I've been here for 2 months and I can't stop admiring those people. The locals have told me that they are for certain that we would have done the same thing. I love to help people, if they come to me for help, but also when they don't come to me for help. When I was cleaning up my street, across the street there's a school garden. And one neighbor asked me, Yuliia, why are you doing this? Who are you doing this for? Well, so all the children could enjoy the beauty. I created a little Europe in my home. Yes, that's true. It was even filmed for TV. I wanted to be part of this little world. And then I ended up in the Netherlands. I've never imagined that I could end up in a country so agricultural. I simply enjoy the sight of the cows while I'm driving. The cows. I was at a country fair and I was mesmerized by the cows and horses, my hate. It's fantastic. I started drawing here. Now I have settled down. Everything was very chaotic at first. But now I can think of the future. In 2013, the feeling was the same. First, I thought, well, life is over. You lost your business. You lost everything. And kept on working on the bomb attacks. This is called adjusting. Under the Russians, we are constantly adjusting to these moments. You live for 30 years, reached your goals, grew up, and then boom. And then you get hit by the second strike in 2013. Actually, the third strike, for me, this is the third strike. I'm knocked out of my habitual life. Yes, maybe there was something I didn't like about my life, but it was my life. I worked and I lived, and everything was becoming stable. And here you go. This is very stressful. Right now, it's not as easy to go through the situation like we did before. But thanks to the people where we live and this great country, we are adjusting and we will be able to go through it. I'm sure of this. When I was leaving, I was very mad. I was leaving to an unknown destination. It was very frightening. It wasn't like traveling and staying in a hotel. And here, you are kicked out of your country and you think to yourself, where will I stay? My head was very chaotic. I didn't even know how I talked in English. People around me were answering and helping. One person in Germany even returned to show me the way. He had already left the station while I was asking the way to another lady. He came back and told me he would guide me through. I was in shock. I even got on the wrong train. The conductor showed me the way. This was a mobilization of all my resources, everything I had in me. I took it and went. Here, I was welcomed by a lady, and in that moment, it felt like I could soften up and let go. The tears kept coming, and she's like, I understand, you will cry, that's normal, that's good. And I started crying even more. When I first got into my room, I couldn't even eat. I was like a little mouse. She brought me soup. I can't describe this feeling. I was eating this soup, and I didn't understand where I was, what I was doing, what is happening. It was very scary. In the morning, I looked through the window, and I realized that I am in the Netherlands. That's great. Everyone is smiling. I want to thank the family that I'm living with very much. This is a lesson in life. Like you are reprogrammed. It's too soon to think about the future. My goal right now is to help my children and grandchildren so they could find their place in life and be happy. So they will be healthy and alive. That is my first goal. And after that, I will think about myself. The lesson is that I can do anything. Anything that is in my hands and even more for others. I could help other people and give them shelter in my house, give them all my warmth and love. I'm a very social person. I open up. I even trust people too soon. I work on this. But God is protecting me, and I know He only sends me people that I need. People that need my help. And with gratitude, I accept everything that God puts on my path.